So there was, there are always discussions about a threat of some possible independence of KwaZulu-Natal, the same way that some people in Cape Town or in the Western Cape are talking about some form of Cape exit. I mean, would that happen? Do you see KZN one day splitting from South Africa?
No, that will never happen. The IFP would never support that idea. It is the IFP that refused to take independence of KwaZulu homeland, because we believe KwaZulu belongs to South Africa. If you want to come to KwaZulu, you don't need to get a passport, as it was the case with Ciskei, Transkei, Venda, Boputa, Tswana. So that is a lost idea. We don't believe in it, and we will vehemently oppose it. We believe in a united South Africa.
I'm very happy to hear that, because I really do love the rolling hills of KwaZulu-Natal. It's just such a beautiful place. I wouldn't want to have to get a passport to come and visit my KwaZulu-Natal.
Yeah, no, we would never support that.
Okay, all right. So let's move to today, 2022, 2019, 22. You are the leader of the IFP after taking over from the founding leader, really. And people tend to look at John Steenhuisen in the DA, and some people still think, oh, but you still have a Helen Zille hovering above you. You're just the face of it, but she's the real leader. Is it the same with the IFP? Is former leader Mangosuthu Buthelezi hovering above you? Or do you have to look over your shoulders, or are you your own man as leader of the IFP?
I am my own man as the leader of the IFP. The only difference is that it is not a good idea to exclude a person who can still make a meaningful change in the society and deprive him the experience he has to contribute for the welfare of our country. Let me just make a practical example.
Yeah.
When the king, Goodwill Zwelithini Zulu died last year, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi played a sterling job in burying the king in a dignified way and in transcending up to the reigning king. Of course, in any throne, there will be dispute, especially amongst African countries, but people demonstrate who is the real king in a particular given time. Right. So now, his contribution, and you will agree that even in the national parliament, he still remains a voice of reason. We consult him, we count on his experience, but the party is under a full control of the new executive, of which I'm the president. And in every campaign, as we were driving the campaign 2021, I was in the forefront of the campaign. Even now, we are already on the mood of 2024. The by-election is our testing ground. I am in the forefront, leading the party in the preparation for 2024. So now, he remains a source of knowledge, wealth, and experience, but I remain the president of the party.
Is His Royal the king of the KwaZulu of the Zulus going to be above the fray in terms of political parties? The role of political parties in the KZN, or is he aligned to the IFP?
He has already demonstrated that. For record, the NEC of the IFP has never had a formal discussion with the new king. The ANC have had a meeting, the EFF had had a meeting, the DA have had a meeting. So that should tell we are still waiting for our appointment with the king, because we believe the king is a king of all people, political and apolitical, religious and non-religious. So he must be above everybody. And as the IFP, we will ensure that no one wants to draw the king into his or her political corner, but let us all promote, respect, and support the traditional institution as an umbrella of the people of the Zulu kingdom.
Okay. Now, into coalition politics. South Africa is irreversibly moving into this era where nobody can take all of the power forever, which is good, I think. And I'm very happy that you started your introduction by referencing contesting, elections, choosing, giving the people the right to choose whom they want to vote for, on the basis of whether that party delivers to them or not. Now, as we move into coalitions, the African National Congress is losing power all over the country, including in KZN. And I see that the IFP is making, scaling some municipalities over there. The thing that worries many South Africans is that they, especially those who want to get rid of the ANC, because they are tired, they are fired, they are frustrated, they've been disappointed by its delivery over the years. Then you end up with the ANC going to coalitions with other parties. Basically, those parties are in some way giving the ANC power through the back door. Would the IFP do that? I mean, would you win an election from the ANC and then go into an election, into a coalition with the ANC to keep it in power?
As you have rightly said, coalitions are irreversible in our country. And we need to all establish a common cause. For the information of your viewers and yourself, I came back from Copenhagen in Denmark on Friday, since Saturday the previous week. 8 political parties, the IFP, DA, ANC, EFF, UDM, COPE, GOOD, and EFF, and Freedom Front Plus.
Right.
We all went to Denmark. Denmark is one of the countries in the world who have the longest experience in coalition government. In principle, the ANC has failed all of us. Load shedding is a practical example. Unemployment, crime, economy has broken down, and worse, corruption has infected them as an organization. So the IFP believes that there is no way to clean the ANC except to take it out from power through vote. So we do not believe in a coalition with the ANC in a new dispensation, because they have destroyed our country in essence. Our first priority will be people with a common cause to rebuild South Africa, whether it could be DA or EFF or GOOD or UDM, whatever political party that believes in uplifting the poorest of the poor. We will not hesitate to enter into a discussion and come up with clear coalition agreement and to be made public for people to know that this is what made these people to come together, even if they differ in terms of political organizations and policies, but they have a common goal to uplift the poorest of the poor, rebuild the economy, wipe out corruption, and ensure that those who benefit unfairly during the era of robbing our people, we confiscate what they got irregular, so that all those resources will be made available to the advancement of our people who are still staying in the shacks with no houses that afford them dignity, living in dusty roads, schools that are not at a good standard, and health facilities that are worse than what they have been in the past 10 years, because everything is deteriorating, collapsing, but we are not losing hope as the people of South Africa. We will be mobilizing the majority of the people who do not participate in the elections to ensure that they come out in numbers in 2024 to remove a failed government and put a coalition that will make their interest a priority.